Hey guys, welcome to another video here. We got a special one today. I got the webcam up for you, and today we are doing a deck tech. So I'm gonna go over this deck and play a few games with it in the ranked mode here. And we got a spicy one. That's right, Lutri. Most of you may know this card because it was preemptively banned in Commander for being just a free card. And Wizards said, oh, we want this card to be playable or fun in Standard. And when I first looked at this card, I was like, there's no way that you can make this happen. Um, First of all, even if it were possible to make a singleton deck um, and and do that successfully and have it not look like garbage, is a 3/2 flash that maybe copies a spell worth it? And originally I thought no. And then I saw this list, or a similar list. I think I've edited it a little bit on MTG Goldfish. And I played against one of my friends, against a variety of decks as kind of a meme. But then I found out that it was kind of decent. And, recently this week as well, I played against it a little bit in, whether I don't remember if it was just in casual games or in competitive ranked, that I've played against the deck, and it's, I've lost to it once or twice, and so I figured let's do a video on it, and yeah. So my original concern with Lutri was that, again, the consistency issue is that, you're running a singleton deck, and your deck's just going to look like an assortment of cards. That was actually originally how I tried to build Lutri. I tried to do 5-color, just like good stuff, and see if Lutri was just like worth it. And that was pretty bad. It was very bad. Yeah, so then I saw this is essentially a draw-go control deck, and you'll actually see that the deck is, it doesn't have the same exact cards, but it has a lot of similar effects. So just going to go through those, kind of quickly. So you have some card draw in cards like Opt, Anticipate, Thassa's Intervention, Narset, and also Boon of the Wishgiver. So the deck can definitely draw cards. You got your interaction pieces and things like Shock, Fire Prophecy, Scorching Dragon, Fire Dovin's Veto, Justice Strike, also Thassa's Intervention. You got your 2 adventure creatures, you have some counter spells, and actually you have, that's the big thing, is that you have actually not just 4 but 5 counter spells between Mystical Dispute, Neutralize, Sinister Sabotage, and Absorb. Yeah, and then even though you only run 1 Shadow of the Sky, you also have a Storm's Wrath, a Solar Blaze, and a Time Wipe. So again, the deck still has plenty of Wrath effects, plenty of decent threats in terms of Crackling Drake, Narset, Rawl is it Viceroy, Dream Trawler, and Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet and Dream Trawler kind of functioning, or Niv Mizzet functioning as almost the second Dream Trawler, and then Shark Typhoon. And then the nice thing about being Lutri, or the kind of thing that you don't realize, is that this doesn't count towards your lands. So our land base is very decent, right? Or it's very average looking. You have your tribes, your favorite patches, everything. You have a single Mystic Sanctuary as well as the 2 castles. The Mystic Sanctuary, if you ever trigger it, would be kind of sweet with something like Time Wipe or something like Thassa's Intervention. A lot of possibilities there, and it doesn't come up too often if it ever comes into play tapped. Not too much of a downside. But yeah, so that's the deck. Nothing else too crazy about it. Oh, I guess the other thing of note is Fey Wishes, which is one of my favorite cards. Very powerful in that we have a sideboard. We have a few cards like Hushbringer that we would bring in if we were in best of 3. We're just going to do best of 1s for today. But in this case, a lot of interesting cards like Bond of Insight, which is interesting. Yeah. Wasn't sure about putting Inspired Ultimatum in the actual deck. I might consider doing that, but I think it's pretty bad in the main deck. It's typically too expensive, but I might, after how these games go, if the deck really needs some kind of power play. But yeah, let's take this into the ranked and see how it goes. I have not played with this deck that much. I only really played it against my friend a few games, and since then I haven't really played it. So, But I've Any Jeskai deck I'll play. Alright. So, a little bit of a rough one here. I think this is actually going to be a mulligan, because we don't have any early plays except for Neutralize, and we can't even cast that with our lands, so actually going to mulligan here. And this is looking so much better. The question is, what do we put back? Might put back the Opt, just because it's unlikely that we're going to play that early, and then we just have two different interaction pieces and can just slam in our set. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna play the castle here because it seems like this is a red-green aggro deck, so I'd like to be able to Essence Scatter or Scorching Dragonfire or something right now. Yeah. I might use Essence Scatter first just to speculate for Lutri later. I guess this is kind of where the noviceness comes in, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, actually that helps. Okay. Probably just gonna Scorching Dragonfire though, right? I'd rather get that off the board. Just don't even want to deal with it. Ooh. Actually, I'm gonna shock now because I drew the Sinister Sabotage, and that also means that if they don't do anything that we care about, we can cast Lutri. But I think I'm probably just gonna be casting, depending on what they do, either the Brazen Bar or the Sinister Sabotage. Anax. Interesting. Actually, don't think I want to counter that. I think I'm fine just Brazen Barring it back to their hand. It's an interesting deck. I'm not exactly sure what to think about this. Lutri, or I'm sorry, Island was nice, because now I think we just slam Narset. I don't think there's any way besides, what is his name, Questing Beast doesn't actually kill Narset here. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to protect Narset should they play something that like that can attack it. Although that's actually that changes things, because now I think I can take up to Fairy, make a white, and bounce the Ghoul Spellbreaker. Got a little lucky there, and Bonecrusher Giant is nice. So yeah, so if the Ghoul Spellbreaker comes down, definitely gonna Essence Scatter it. Yeah, definitely Essence Scattering that. Get that out of here. Alright, let's take up our boys. I could minus Narset here, but I'd rather just take up and pass. Yeah, don't want to use Bonecrusher Giant's adventure yet. Really would like to draw land so that we can potentially like counter spell or double counter spell or. Alright, there is the Questing Beast. And I think I'm gonna Sinister Sabotage that. Fae of Wishes. I don't want to discard that, but I think I have to. Yeah, I think I actually have to discard that, which is really rough. Alright, there is the land.
Let's try this.
And I think I'm just gonna tick up and pass again, or I could minus. No, I don't. I think I just want to keep doing this, build up towards the ultimate, and tick up and pass. The 2 life is offsetting like the shock lands and just like getting me a bunch of life is really nice. And actually now if they don't do anything, they just cast Castle Archvale. But here I expect them to give haste. Yep. And if they, oh my goodness, this is well. So this is what I was saying before. Is like I wasn't sure exactly how much Lutri would pay off. And the answer is a lot. Because here it essentially kills both of their dudes. And, yeah. Wow. Just insane. So let's... Actually, do I want to take up Narset again? Kinda don't. I think I'm actually gonna minus... Not sure about that. Good instant speed Brazen Power. And hold up these. Maybe I just minus... Yeah, maybe just not minus and don't do anything. And play this now. Question is... I think now I'm just gonna play the Bone Crusher Giant and pass. And hold up either these or Brazen Power. Because now they're really behind in tempo. They could play like the dragon here, the big like dragon dude, but I don't think they play that. I think the best thing they could do here would be questing beasts. Okay, Annex is fine. Bone Crusher Giant, the Teferi. Oh, actually I can negate that. Shark Typhoon. That is nice. I'm just gonna Teferi the Annex. And take up the Narset again. Get myself blue. Just cast the Anticipate here. Yeah, I might actually just do that. Just get the Anticipate, get like... Actually, that's kind of nice, because you get something back here. I just get Mystic Sanctuary, and get back... Is it active? Yeah, it's active. And get back Sinister Sabotage. And we can cast Shark Typhoon for 4, so let's just get in there. Yeah, so now we've kind of turned the corner in terms of like we can just like tempo them out. Like they can replay their Annex, or they can replay like a creature. 6 mana is scary. That's actually not as scary. Okay, they give it haste. It's got protection from blue, unfortunately. But that actually doesn't do anything, because if they attack our Narset or their Teferi, we just Shark Typhoon. Yeah, we have one. We've just tempoed them out so much. Wow. So, really great showing from the deck for the first one. I'm very impressed. Yeah. Even like my actual Jeskai deck was struggling with this matchup. And I think we got a little lucky, but still... Oh, I think they realized that they're dead. Wow. Yeah. Not too high up on the ladder yet, so it's not like we're playing like Yorian decks, but like still. Alright. On to game 2. So, if you play against the blue deck, this hand's great. I also think I keep it because you have 2 Wraths in case you play against an aggressive deck. Oh, I should have saw. Oh, we're playing against the mirror. I don't think I want to shock turn 1 though. I think that's not what I want to do. Yeah, glad to not have. Oh, they're a burn deck. Or they're just a good stuff deck. Absorb is nice, in case they are aggressive. Please play like an island, play like a blue card. No, they're just like singleton burn. That's actually pretty spicy. Yeah, very interesting. I think I'm just gonna... I don't want to shock for Mystical Dispute. I guess I could check for Absorb. Alright, let me shock. Yeah. And either play Absorb, Lutri, or Mystical Dispute, or Dove and Zeta, depending on what they do. There's protection from white. That's annoying. I think I'm gonna Absorb. I'm gonna Mystical Dispute that. Red source here, or just the untapped land would be great. Don't get it. Just gonna pass. Castle on Breath is rough. Wow, this is interesting. The nice thing is that we know that if we that if we remove like the Steam Can or the Fervent Champion, like we're not getting another one, like or like we don't have to deal with another one, like Steam Can if it's a hard card for us to deal with. All right, well I'll just play Lutri. They are not doing anything. And here, so like here's where like Lutri is like fine. It's just like a 3/2 blocker. Okay, just gonna pass again. So like here, if they attack with both, I expect them to just attack Lava Coil. Question is, I expect them, if I absorb the Lava Coil, they're just gonna play Lutri. Sorcery you control, yeah. So I could just Justice Strike the Steamkin here, which I think is what I'm gonna do. And yeah, we're gonna lose Lutri here. So we're going to 9 here, at the very least. Yeah. They are running out of cards. Could play something like Light Up the Stage, that would be bad. Teferi. So here, if you play Teferi, they cast Lutri. I don't think that's good enough. I think I have to keep on holding up Absorb and hope that that's good enough. Really rough. I think I have to counter this. That just puts too much pressure on me. They could untap and play like a Planeswalker, and that would be unfortunate. Or they could also play Embercleave. Embercleave would be less bad, I think. I know, a great vocabulary here, less bad. But, yeah. A little bit of a rough spot here because we haven't hit our 4th or 5th, any of our lands. The control deck has less lands than the aggressive deck right now. Alright. Would you like to activate your castle? Infuriate. Infuriate and... oh, so they run Lutri in the main deck as well. That's cool. So that's a big boy. I could top deck land. Okay. I think I'm gonna play Solar Blaze here to get rid of both. Yeah. Okay. That seems fine. Actually, very fine with that. They just like pass here. Oh, that's not fine. I really wish I had Dovin's Veto up for that. We have to top deck blue lands. Okay. And have them not have a haste creature and survive. Yep. What is this? Whenever you or at least becomes a target of spell or ability. Yeah, I have to counter that. So here's what I gotta do. I have to play Rawl minus and hope that they don't draw anything that kills me, which is very unlikely. But assuming that we don't die this exact turn, we could turn the corner, maybe. Oh, wow. So we actually do turn the corner. Kinda. Because they can't cast whatever. I don't know what they would. Probably Embercleave. I'm not sure what they would play. What they wouldn't play that they could draw. Yeah. So I have Dream Trawler here. Gonna pass. Dream Trawler is a nice one, kind of. So yeah, so they can't cast anything here, or they can't cast anything on my end step. Oh, and they concede. I don't think that we had lost. There was many things that I felt like they could have drawn. I don't know. I don't know. We were at 1 life. I'm not sure why they conceded there, but we take those. I'm very confused by that. We were at 1 life, and we had 5 lands. We couldn't even cast, and casting the Dream Trawler there was risky because if they top deck anything, like we weren't casting that Dream Trawler for several more turns until we draw like a negate or something like that. Okay, I think we can keep this. It's a little rough because of the Fire Prophecy. Probably going to get a blue here anyways to cast Quench and potentially draw. Wow, we're just playing against all the mono red decks. Or all the red aggressive decks. Played against red green first game. Yeah. Let's get ourselves an island. Well, Dream Trawler would be not is actually not terrible. Yeah, I think I'd rather hold up Quench than get a Plains. I'd just rather try and top deck. Robber of the Rich would be a good Quench target. Okay. To keep up Essence Scatter. I think the answer is yes. Unfortunately, I think we got to keep on our 2 lands. Like we played Birth of Latest and we're just so far behind. Yeah, counter that. Just let us stave off their aggression. Okay. Well, now we have no option, and it's not really punishing us to play this. All right. Scorch Spitter. Okay. Interesting how they just pass after that. Because yeah, they don't have another card for. Okay. Very interesting. So yeah, we can actually just like pass here. So we don't have a great thing going on here. I think my inclination here is to just block the Rimrock Knight in case they play whatever it is, Embercleave. Rimrock Knight. I don't think I'm going to actually interact with that. I think I'm just gonna take my beats. Hope they pass. Light up the stage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to let that resolve too. Play another light up the stage. Yeah. Okay, they don't hit anything great. Yeah, they just hit that. Yeah, I'm gonna let all this resolve and just play a Shark Typhoon for 2. Or cycle for 2. Shadow the Sky is kind of nice. Now I'm kind of sad because I wish that I... Now I wish I had not cycled through that much, but I guess I can just... Like, he probably shocks... You know what? He probably shocks us anyways. Honestly, if I just Shadow the Sky right now, and he just plays the Phoenix next turn, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna attack and Shadow the Sky. I don't like blowing this off so quickly, but we do have Dream Trawler next turn, potentially, if we draw land. So, yeah. And that's what I expect to do. The play that I expect is Shock Phoenix, or Shock Escape Phoenix. Yeah, okay. Can't dispute that, even though the game thinks I can. Yep. And we're actually not taking that much damage here, so like I think our early plays have yeah, really helped us out there. Scorch Spitter. Okay. Well, Shock is not helpful. Probably just gonna pass. This dude is gonna deal us a lot of damage. I think I have to... So he can activate that once. I think I'm actually going to activate Castle of Ventress here and try and hit Dream Trawler. Or hit a land for Dream Trawler. Okay, I'm going to actually give them the Hallowed Fountain and get the Castle Ardenvale next turn. If they play Embercleave here, I'm going to be very sad. But I think we were losing anyways if they do that. Alright, so this is what we got. We have land, Dream Trawler. But I don't think that's going to be good enough. Because they can activate it twice to make it 7 power. But I guess I forced them to activate it at least once here. What card they get? Just got 2 lands. Yeah, so the Dream Trawler here was essentially a gain 7 here. Yeah, because I block here, I get 8, and then I take 7. I take exactly 8. So yeah, I have to block here. A little unfortunate, but it forces them to spend 3 of their mana and gains me a lot of life potentially. And they get it back next turn. Yeah, this only being an escape for 3 is really rough. Not exactly sure what I can do here. Steamkin is also not great. I believe I am just dead. I believe I am just dead. Yeah, a little bit of mana troubles there. Not hitting any red sources, which our deck has plenty of, but a little rough there. And, well, not hitting a red source, and then also not even hitting a third or fourth land until, you know, very late. Combined with our opponent having a very recursive threat of the Phoenix of Ash. So that, I don't think was a problem with the deck. That was just unlucky. Okay. Another 2-lander here, but I think this one is much better than the other ones, having 2 cycling, potential cyclers, being able to play Dovin's Veto on turn 2, as well as negate, and obviously the cyclers. So, good early plays if we hit lands here, which we do, it'd be great. Breeding Pool from our opponent here, probably some type of ramp deck. Okay, another Breeding Pool. So they just pass here, so we're just going to draw. We're going to play our Steam Vents pass, so we got all 3 colors of mana. I don't know if necessarily in the colors that we want, or the combination. I think we want another white source at some point, but for now we're fine. So this looks like Temur Reclamation. Cycling, boot with wish convert. Yep, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna cycle Shark Typhoon for one, just to make sure that we hit our stuff and make sure we're cycling through our deck pretty effectively. Bone Crusher's not exactly what we want. Land is what we want. Just want to hit our land drops every turn. Yep. Okay. Yep, not gonna counter this Growth Spiral. And having Dovin's Veto here is nice. So that if they play here, we can just, if they play a land and, or they're just passing. So, if they're just passing, I'm gonna Bone Crusher them. Or I'm gonna stomp them in the face. Chunk. Chunky chunk. Okay, that's nice here. Pay 2 life for that. And probably just gonna pass. If they play the Wolf Dude on the end of turn, I'm just gonna neutralize it, probably. Or I could actually Thassa's Intervention it, but I don't expect them to do anything here. That's fine, because we have shock for that. Yeah, this is definitely reflecting, or making me think of Teemo Reclamation. Cycling is fine. I think since I haven't played a land yet, I'm just going to shock this. Especially since if they fought over it, we could Lutri it. Okay. So they pass back. Could just draw 2 with Thassa's Intervention. Which I think is what I'm going to do. Just to cycle through our cards. We have enough counter magic in our hand. A good Mystical Dispute. Quenches. Not exactly what I want to see, but yeah, let's just shock and play Bone Crusher. So here we're doing a great job of keeping up counter magic, but continuing to put pressure on our opponent. Here they're kind of forced to like play their stuff. So here, yep, they just pass, which we will as well. They discard Escape Protocol. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna attack with Bone Crusher here, because if they play, I don't want to lose our shark for nothing. I definitely have my eye on Shark Typhoon. Like here, I expect them to just cast it, cycle it for 2. So here, probably just gonna neutralize. This card's a big enough threat that I just want to get rid of it. And if they play any kind of non-creature spell, I can just Dovin's Veto it. So yeah, here I expect Reclamation. Nope. Okay, interesting. Ooh, we can Lutri our Opt. Yeah, once again, just gonna get in there. And pass. Opponent's thinking. Cycling Shark Typhoon for 3. That's fine. I think we're gonna opt and attempt to Lutri it. You can Mystical Dispute the opt, which would be annoying. Not sure what this is. This could be... Okay. So what is he countering? He's countering Lutri? Or Opt? Looks like Lutri. Sure. Yeah, he's countering Lutri. Deafening Clarion. I don't think I actually want that. I think I just want Time Wipe. Or I just want to cast Time Wipe. Let's play our land. Just cast Time Wipe. Do I want to counter Time Wipe? Could just play Birth of Bleedus. Get a Plains and pass. Could wait for him to overcommit, but he's tapped out. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just get our Bone Crusher back to our hand. It's a cool interaction with Bone Crusher. Because now we have potential lethal. Growth Spiral, we're going to let resolve. Can't make anything too risky. Usually in these kind of control mirrors, it's better to just counter the threats rather than the ramp or the mana, the card draw. Alright, we're actually going to wait until we have more mana up to counter stuff. Don't think I really need to cast this Birth of Bleedus. It's not going to do anything here. He could flash in his dude. Yep, that was to be expected. I think I want to do on his upkeep. I'm actually going to stop on his upkeep and Bone Crusher. Okay, pass. Yep, you can attack me for 4. Could anticipate here, but I'm just gonna Storm's Wrath, I think. Frilled Mystic would be the worst thing here. Neutralize. Okay, we're gonna Dovin's Veto that. Probably has another counterspell. Yeah, okay. Alright. He might be dead. He might be dead here. Yeah, because he can just cast expansion for 3. Oh no, he doesn't have a... yeah, I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna get a island, probably. Probably the best thing. Or the most normal thing, and just anticipate now. Fire Prophecy. Does that do anything? Fire Prophecy, put back Birth of Bleedus, and try and draw something. Teferi. Does Teferi do anything? No, Teferi doesn't do anything. Alright. So, 2-2 with the deck currently. Let's go one more game. Let's see if we can have a positive record in ranked. Overall, deck's performing fine. I think that matchup, they just have too much counter magic threats for us to have any kind of good card quality against. Like, his is a rough one. Probably gonna keep this just because we have 3 playable cards. To me, this almost seems like we're playing like sealed or like some kind of draft deck, or like we're playing a commander deck, and everybody else is playing like CEDH decks or commander, but they get to run more than one copy of a card. Yeah. All right, drawing the plains is nice. It's very nice. Probably just gonna play it next turn to build up towards Dream Trawler, and we don't really need that much. Like, we have island. Do we have both of our islands here? Yeah, and actually that was nice since drawing Dovin's Veto to counter a potential Teferi. That'd be like the first thing that I would probably counter here. Okay, they don't do anything. I think I'm just gonna Bone Crusher them, get our value, or like bait them into a counter. Like a Mystical Dispute here. They don't. Okay. I don't think I want to play the Narset. I think I'm just gonna pass. They could play like an enchantment on their end step, like one of the whatever it is, the Omen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Not gonna counter that though. It doesn't put that much pressure on us. Okay. Let's see what we're getting here. Probably fires. If they cast that, we're definitely Dovin's vetoing it. Yep. Don't want any of that. And we're probably just gonna shock one of the humans. Is it a human? Yeah, it is a human, right? I'll actually play the Castle of Interest here. So we could anticipate, hold up anticipate for a potential negate. But I think I'd rather just Narset. Like, if they could play... I guess next turn, if they play, whatever his name, the red card from Ikoria, the red planeswalker, whatever his name is. Yeah, because then they get Agent of Treachery. So I guess the answer is we just don't play anything. Hold up, anticipate. Alright, I guess. Seems awkward. We need to draw another white source for Dream Trawler. I'm gonna let this soldier hit us. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, just gonna task anticipate here. We get another white source, so actually I think this is the play. Let's play here. We could do Bone Crusher and Essence Scatter, or Lutri, or we could play Narset. They Narset and take control of it next turn. Is that the end of the world? Kinda. Nah, not really. Because then we just play Dream Trawler and interact with it. Yeah, let's try doing that. See how that goes. Don't need to hold up Dovin's Veto anymore because, or represent Dovin's Veto because we literally can't have it in our deck. It's impossible. Alright, so they're not countering it. It's likely that, yeah, they're gonna do the, ooh, the Quench was a nice draw. Wow, that was fantastic. Yeah, seems very good. Love it. That was awesome. Yeah, we're probably just gonna jam Dream Trawler next turn. This is like the most powerful card in our deck, probably, besides like maybe Niv Mizzet. Even though Niv Mizzet is actually not as good in the meta anymore. Dream Trawler is just kind of better. Yeah, so I'd probably say like Dream Trawler like is probably the most powerful card in our decks. Probably just want to slam it. Although they could counter it. Do they run Mystical Disputes? All right, let me look up this deck list. I know exactly what this deck list is. Luca, that's the card I'm thinking. That's the Planeswalker that I'm thinking of. Luca, Copper Code Outcast. They do not run Mystical Disputes, it looks like, from what I'm seeing. They do run the Mythos card, which is annoying. Alright, we're definitely Quenching that. They can bring my Narset down to 1, which is fine. And actually, this was really nice because you just have to slam Dream Trawler. I'm very happy with this play pattern. Not sure if they had any better. They probably didn't have any better plays, but I still don't agree with them playing it directly into the Quench, knowing like, hey, I got the Quench. Do they have Shadow of the Skies? I think they do have. Yeah, they do have Shadow of the Skies in their deck. So I might just be met with the Shadow of the Sky here, but Luca, okay. So yeah, they can -2, but then we get to kill their dude. They could minus on their Omen and get like a Fires or another Omen. I'm not exactly. I don't think that's the play they're gonna make. They're definitely gonna. Yeah, they're definitely gonna get themselves a dude and just take themselves. Oh, they take a land. Okay. Interesting. They don't take the Narset here. I think we're just gonna kill the Luca. And we can actually just, yeah, we actually just got them because they try and replay with Yorion. We just get them. Yeah. I'm gonna play the Triumph here just because we can play all of our spells. I don't think it's relevant. But yeah. Just gonna pass, and if they play Yorion, we're just gonna counter it with Essence Scatter. Which is what I expect here. Elspeth. I don't think I care about that again. Like, they can make 2 1/1s.
No more than I can escape my shadow.
I'm assuming they're gonna play. Yeah, I get to do that, but like. Sure? Sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast this Lutri here. And go to my turn. Rawl is Advice Roy. Good to see you, bud. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I can't play. Let's go to combat here. Let's just kill the Elspeth and just hold back everything else. Birth of Velitas, interesting. We can actually play that, so yeah, let's do that. Just gain a bunch of life. Yeah, Dream Trawler I think is gonna win us this game. Let's do this, and this still gives us. Let's play this, sack it immediately for our mountain, I think. And play Birth of Velitas, get planes. Sure. So yeah, they don't have anything else going on. So yeah, just gonna let them. They get. Yeah, I think I still need to keep this Essence Scatter for the Yorion. The question is, oh well, I gotta counter that. Nice. All right, that was a close one. I think I'm gonna bottom that, or I'm gonna bin that, just because I don't think I'll need it this game. It's the only one in our deck, but I really don't think I'll need it. All right, Yorion, we get to Essence Scatter. Good day, sir. Okay. Alright. Woo! Wow, we beat the tier 1 deck. The #1 deck in the format. With Jeskai, Drago, Control, Lutri. Alright. What a impressive showing from this deck. Seriously, I'm very impressed by this deck. So it pleases me that this card at least has some kind of use. Also seeing it like in other decks, like and being used in a variety of ways. Like I've seen it in Drago, we saw it in Burn. um, like even saw it in the main deck because copying like Shock or copying Bone Crusher Giant or copying random burn spells is just good enough anyways, and then sometimes like copying like Negate or copying Opt is just fantastic. Imagine if you ever copy like Boon of the Wishgiver with it; it just feels amazing. So, um, can a Lutri deck work? I think the answer is yes. Um, will it ever be a top tier deck? I don't know. I definitely think it's a competitive deck. Like you can definitely play it if you really like Lutri. It's a cute otter, so it's got that going for it. So definitely a deck that you can play, and we'll see what else it does in terms of standard or the eternal formats or just in matching in general. Hope this video was cool and everybody enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. You can also follow me on Twitch, Roxora1098. So yeah, see you next time.